So here's what we can do. We can go out into our multiple populations. We can take random samples from each of them. And we can use that information to calculate the between group variation as well as the within group variation. We can then take those two values and form a ratio, which here is often referred to as an F statistic. We can then repeat this process. So we can go back to those populations, take random samples again, calculate the between and within group variations, and form another ratio, another F statistic. We could then do this a third time. Go back to our populations, take another random sample from each, calculate the within and the between group variation, and then calculate a third F statistic. So we could do this forever, right? So over the long run, we could take all of those F statistics and we could plot them using a histogram. And if we did this, we'd get this diagram in the lower right-hand corner. So this is known as an F distribution. This is the sampling distribution of all of these F statistics. It shows all of the outcomes that are possible, as well as the probabilities associated with those outcomes. So F statistics that are more toward that kind of lower end of the curve are more likely to occur than those more toward the upper tail of the distribution. So we have the ability to go out to populations and collect random samples. We also have our sampling theory, which we could then use to construct a sampling distribution. So now that we have a sampling distribution, we can then identify whether or not the results we see in our sample are consistent or inconsistent with what theoretically should be happening when there's no difference between the groups.